Ladies and gentlemen, we got playoff predictions. We got some deja vu moments here. Don't worry too much about this, but we got some playoff predictions. Great series between the Nuggets and Timberwolves. A classic series, I think. Honestly, I think it'll go down as one of those series that people are going to talk about. 10, 15, 20 years from now. You got the three-time MVP, defending champs, going against one of the young up-and-coming stars, and it goes 7. And the young up-and-coming star wins it. That's insane. That's insane. That's kind of like what could have happened if LeBron, when he was out east, if someone could have beat him, one of the young guns, but they couldn't do it. Like Tatum that year, that went 7 against LeBron and the Cavs when LeBron was getting older and young guns are coming for him. Tatum almost did it that early, made it to the finals, but yeah, man. Shout out to the Timberwolves. Shout out to the Pacers. The Knicks. I had the Knicks winning that series. That's tough to do when legit 4 of your starters are hurt. You had Mitchell Robinson hurt, Julius Randle. He is an all-star player. He would have helped for sure, I guess. I don't know. But you have Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, Josh Hart was hurt. Not out, but he was hurt. Jalen Brunson breaks his hand. He's out. Bogdanovich, who's a really good bench player, I think, hurt. Is that it? I feel like I'm missing someone, but that's a tough series to win, man, when legit 5 of your really good rotation players are out. That's tough to do. Pacers were mostly healthy. So they're going to be playing against the Celtics in the next round. I had the Celtics beating whoever they played in the next round. I still do. The Celtics should win in 5, honestly, for how much better they are than this Pacers team in theory. I don't know. They aren't consistent enough for me. So I'm going to say still Celtics win, but I'm going to say Celtics win in 6. They haven't really been tested yet, the Celtics, so this will be a slightly better test than the Heat, who were banged up really bad, and the Cavs, who were pretty banged up, with no Donovan Mitchell at points in the series, as well as no Jared Allen. So yeah, we'll take Celtics in 6 for that series. I think that's how it'll go. The one that's really tough to predict is Dallas and Timberwolves. I think offensively, Dallas is a little bit more consistent. They've kind of been iffy lately just because I think Luka's been kind of hurt. So he's been kind of inconsistent. And then Kyrie, for whatever reason, is he's not really shooting a bunch, not scoring a bunch, but he's doing other things, which is good. PJ Washington's been huge, though. Yeah, so offensively, I think Dallas is a little bit more consistent than the Timberwolves. Defensively, they're both good teams defensively. But I think Timberwolves defensively are better. The biggest thing in this series is going to be, can Rudy Gobert actually play in this series? So against the Nuggets, he could play in the series, I think, because Aaron Gordon wasn't really a three-point threat, and Jokic wasn't really a three-point threat. So Rudy Gobert was still allowed to kind of lurk off of whoever he was covering. So if he was on Aaron Gordon, he can kind of still hang by the paint, try to get blocks. This Dallas series, if they had Kleber, however you say it, the stretch 4 on Dallas, I think Rudy Gobert would really struggle in this series. They would probably try to have him on Daniel Gafford or whoever. But then, so I just think it would be tough. I think Naz Reid would have to play a lot more just because Rudy Gobert sometimes he gets so sucked in, he wants to guard the paint. And I think if you have three-point shooters at your 4 spot, it makes it really tough. But I don't know who I want to take. I think I want to take the Timberwolves. I could see either team winning, though, for sure. I think I want to take Timberwolves in 6 or 7. I think defensively they can do a little bit more against Dallas. Dallas is a lot of ISO play with Kyrie and Luka. I mean, the Timberwolves can get ISO heavy at times, but not quite as much because their scoring options aren't just ISO players like Towns and Naz Reid. But yeah, it's a tough series to predict, really is. But I think Timberwolves will be able to guard Dallas a little easier. Dallas doesn't have the greatest of wing defenders. They have Derrick Jones, who's been playing out of his mind, so he'll be on Ant-Man the most, I think. It always comes down to the other players, honestly, for every series I've ever watched in basketball. The best players, if they truly are, like, you know, great players, the best players always play well. Not always play well, but you know what I mean. Like, they're consistent. If it's a 7-game series, they're going to play well in 5 of the games. If it's a 5-game series, they're going to play well 3 to 4 of the games. There's always that one game when they play poorly. But so the best players, they're going to do their own thing. So it always comes down to the other players. I can give some examples. So the Heat versus the Spurs back in the day, when the Heatles, you know, they were going wild. It wasn't LeBron, it wasn't Wade, it wasn't Bosh who won some of those games. The first time around that they played each other, Spurs versus Heat. It was Mike Miller losing his shoe, hitting like 5 threes, 6 threes, whatever it was. It was Shane Battier, great defense, shooting insanely well from the three-point line. It was Birdman coming in, just changing the energy, getting blocks. Great rebounding against Tim Duncan. And then vice versa. The next time they played, Wade was hurt, so he wasn't able to play great every game. But LeBron was still playing like a monster. Bosh was still playing well. But again, it was the others that won for the Spurs in that time. It was, I think they had, Danny Green had the series of his life. He was hitting insane threes. Patty Mills, again, just hitting insane threes. I think they had Boris Diaw. It comes down to the others for these series. So Timberwolves versus Dallas, it's not going to be the main guns. Karl-Anthony Towns is going to have to play well because he's not really a superstar player who plays great all the time. But it's going to come down to, can Jaden McDaniels keep it up? Can Rudy Gobert stay on the floor? Can Tim Hardaway for the Dallas kind of catch fire again, hit some threes? Yeah, man. Derrick Jones, can he keep it up? That's what it's going to come down to. We're going to have Timberwolves and Celtics in the finals. Once we get to the finals, we'll make our predictions. Once we get there, I think Timberwolves would win it, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how these games play out, and I'll make predictions when we get there. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Great playoffs so far. I've liked the playoffs over the last few years. I love the play-in tournament and everything, but I just love how you don't know who's going to win. The super team stuff, I was over it. Even as a Heat fan, like, I like to see different variety of teams winning, making to the finals, whatever. I like to see new players win. Yeah, man, really the Warriors kind of killed it. The Heat, not so much because they lost twice. But the Warriors kind of ruined the playoffs for a while for me personally. Just because I want to see new people in there. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We have this thing. Peace. Feeling it.